オラクル。それは惑星間を自由に旅する巨大な船団だ。その誕生とともに外宇宙への進出が可能となり、新たな歴史は始まった。そして今や我々の活動範囲はあまたの銀河にわたる。行く先々で見つかった未知の惑星にはオラクル内で編成された部隊アークスが惑星に降下し調査を行う。アークスはオラクルに存在する4種族からなる。バランスに秀でたヒューマン、フォトンの扱いに長けたニューマン、屈強な体を持つキャスト、高い攻撃力を誇るデューマン。それぞれが補い合い協力することで我々アークスが成り立っているのだ。到着したようだな。これより向かう惑星はナベリウス。文明は存在せず現生生物は凶暴だ。決して油断はするな。健闘を祈る。
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Daniel and welcome to First Look to Phantasy Star Online 2, an MMO that is actually locked, as far as I understand, in Japan for the time being, and is probably not going to be coming over to the West for a while, but I was told about this MMO. It looked very enticing. I decided to give it a try, went through the painful process of downloading everything and patching everything to the English version, well, majority of everything, and started playing the game. And so far I have to give a review to this game. Well, a first look, not really much of a review. A first look is just, you know, a very premature review. Anyway, I want to set up a different kind of order for how I do these things by actually following, you know, step-by-step characteristics when it comes to doing these first looks, pretty much. And as well as, you know, future reviews. So, the title of the game is Phantasy Star Online 2. From what I know, it's a release from 2012, and it is a sequel to Phantasy Star Online, which I personally have never played, but heard a lot of things that were very enticing on the internet. May give it a try sometime, may not, who knows, maybe it's not available for PC somewhere, who knows. I haven't really done my research about that, but for Phantasy Star Online 2, there's plenty of research to do and plenty of things to check out. First of all, let's begin with character creation. Out of the races, I got pulled up here on the wiki, all the races, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. We got the regular humans, the average humans. They say, it seems like they have really good HP, and they're geared towards the hunter and fighter class, which I guess that's pretty good. We got Newmans, which are kind of like elf robotic creature people, pretty much. The Newmans, they're pretty much like humans but slightly different, and they got, apparently they geared towards the Force and Techer class. It's either Techer or Techer for sure. I don't know which one it is though. We got the cast, which are literally the mech people. Like, you know how those big mechs from Gundam or Pacific Rim? Yeah, you're playing as a human-sized mech, and that's all you are. Females look a little bit more human-like. Males look, you know, they look like an actual robot, which is pretty cool. That's the race I chose, and they're geared towards the Ranger and Gunner class, which is not what I chose. And then we've got Dumans, which seem like they're the humans, but they seem a little fancy, a little higher up, nicely dressed kind of humans. And they're geared towards the Braver and Bouncer classes. Now, let's go ahead and get into the classes, and so far, looks like we got actually a very nice arrangement of classes. We got the Hunter, we got the Fighter, we got the Ranger, we got the Gunner, we got the Force, we got the Techer, Braver, and Bouncer. And I believe this game actually recently added Braver to the game, and Bouncer as well. And it seems like after a major patch, they will be adding, you know, more classes out there, possibly, for people to mess around with, which does sound really cool. And so far, I chose the Cast Bouncer. As a cast bouncer, I have 3 weapons. Dual-wield swords, I have a sword that turns to a gun, and I have fighting boots, which allow me to do a lot of awesome kicks, some flips, some combinations of abilities, and it's just, oh, it's so satisfying. It really is. The character creation process itself is pretty intuitive and pretty nice. The UI is very easy to read, but it's very simple, you know, aside from the slight language barrier, which we'll talk about later in the review. So far, the character creation screen is very top-notch. I really like the customization and different features you can do. With cast, there's not much you can do when it comes to, you know, robot parts, but I decided to make my cast just look really awesome and Gundam-ish. I've never seen Gundam, but I know what it is. Next is the gameplay. The gameplay is actually very fun. It's like an MMO button masher, combo masher kind of game, where it is an MMO. It is. But it feels more like those really fun button mashers back when, I don't know, when PlayStation 2 was out or something like that, where you just, you know, play Dante's Inferno, you just button mash and hit a bunch of combos and do a lot of cool finishes. It was kind of like that, and it's really fun. It's like a nice combination of sci-fi MMO and a really fun fighter button masher, and I guess shooter button masher, depends what class you pick. Anyway, it's really fun, very entertaining, it's really unique. So far, unique features out of the game, the mission system, I kind of like that, where you spam missions over and over again, that's kind of neat. It can get a little grindy after a while, but overall, the gameplay with the missions is actually pretty cool. You just come up, select a mission, you don't even have to go to the main hub where the players are, you can just be on a little ship, select the mission, and just go there. What is the game like? I can't really tell you exactly what game it's like, because it's nothing that I've ever tried before. It's not like Skyforge. You don't aim with, you know, with your mouse unless you have a controller. Well, you kind of aim with your mouse. I played this game with a controller. Honestly, this game feels incredible with a controller, and I so loved it. It's like a really fun button masher MMO kind of thing, and it's really awesome. You get in the missions, you team up with some players, you do a lot of fighting and punching and kicking and smashing and shooting and slashing, and it's really fun and exciting. It's just, oh, it's satisfying. It's like playing one of those, I remember playing those button masher games back when I had an Xbox 360, and it was just fun, it was exciting, it was like, yeah, kill you, X, Y, X kind of thing, you know? It's really fun, it's really entertaining, it gets you to get into the game more. And the best part is, it has controller support. One of the best controller support I've ever seen, where you can control the entire game from a controller. No mouse interaction really needed at all. This is pretty great, and this is like one of my favorite things. I like MMOs with controller support. Controller support makes MMOs more fun and makes more, you know, handheld rather than, you know, keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse is something I want to do, you know, when I'm raiding or PvPing or do something hardcore. When I'm, you know, chilling back and, you know, playing a little button mash, I want to, you know, grab my controller and be like, yeah, punch, kick, punch, you know, that kind of stuff. I want to be able to do that kind of stuff. The graphics for the game are pretty nice for an MMO that's made in 2012. There was some texture popping, but overall, really impressed with the visuals, really impressed with the graphics. The textures are pretty nice as well. Overall, I give this game an A-OK on the graphics. It's actually pretty good for a free-ish MMO. I believe that's free. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's free. I don't know yet. Sound, overall the audio is pretty great. The voice acting is good, even though the voice acting is in Japanese. It is still pretty clear and it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. The sounds of the weapons and sounds of impact and guns and creatures is all real fun. The UI, it doesn't have those annoying UI sounds where it's like when you switch between menus it would be way too high-pitched or way too ringy. The UI sounds are pretty nice. The interaction between players and, you know, NPCs is pretty nice. All the sounds really give that sci-fi feel, which is what I really like. Not a lot of MMOs out there have that sci-fi feel, which is something that I really appreciate in this game. This game nailed down the sci-fi MMO feel top notch. Like, definitely, indefinitely.
俺もアークスだよ。イオって言うんだ。よろしくな、先輩。何びっくりしてるんだ？先輩ってのはあんたのことだよ。なんだ、言われ慣れてないのか。すごいですわね。お噂はかねがね伺っておりましたが、直に見ると迫力が違います。そんなとてもお強いあなた様におすすめしたいクラスがあるのです。
Other things, if you want to play this game, there is going to be a link in the description below for you to download the client. In order to create an account, however, you're going to have to go to the Japanese website. And because this game is not, you know, it's not in the West, so you're going to have to make an account on the Japanese website, which is full of hiragana, katakana, kanji, all those kind of Japanese symbols. There is a guide online in the link below to show you how to make your own account. But when you get to the part where you have to do the captcha, it's not English captcha. It's actually, here, I'm gonna show you something. Let me just grab a symbol here. What can I show you here? Something that's complex. You're gonna be asked to do, like, be able to input this kind of symbol right there. This hiragana symbol, or character, or whatever. And yes, this is a hiragana katakana book. I also have the Japanese for Beginners book, because this game partially got me to learn Japanese, and I decided, you know what? I learned English, I learned Russian when I was born, I learned English, I learned Spanish back in high school, I learned a programming language, so Japanese should not be too bad, right? So I actually got inspired partially by this game to start learning Japanese, and so far it's actually very fun. Confusing as hell, because I still need to get down the mentality of Japanese, but overall really fun. Nevertheless, you don't need to learn Japanese to play this game. The English patch that comes with the client translates everything, majority of everything, maybe about 80%. Nothing that is not needed. It translates the item names, the item description, the weapon names, the weapon abilities, abilities of different sorts for your character. Overall, the experience of learning how to work the entire UI was a little difficult at first, especially through the tutorial level. Granted, that is either I messed up installing the tutorial patch, or maybe it's just not fully complete. Nevertheless, like 80% of my text and dialogue was in Japanese, and all I had to do was just Google Translate to figure out what the hell's going on sometimes, to be completely honest. Other than that, you start picking up on little phrases and catchphrases and words here and there, and you start to understand like what it means. When somebody says arigato, that means thank you. When they say Janet, they say, you know, they mean see ya or something like that. You start kind of picking up on things. Maybe just me. I'm decent with language. Granted, I learned English, I learned Spanish in high school. I'm not bad with languages, I'll admit that. I don't want to boast it, but I feel like I'm pretty decent when it comes to languages. Overall, this game is really fun, very entertaining, very console-like, especially since I'm playing on PC and all. It feels very console-like and feels very fun. If anything, give this game a try. If you want to do something, if you want to try something that's away from the fantasy feel, and you just want to play like a fun, button-mashing-esque MMO, with maybe some grinding there, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to grind for a lot. I mean, I went up to like level 15, I think, and I stopped there. Maybe I'm a little under that, who knows. I've got on like 2 days. I've just been playing other games as well. But overall, I'll definitely give this game a definite approval. This has been Tham approved pretty much. Overall, give this game a try if you'd like to. If the gameplay over here that you're seeing looks very enticing and looks very, I don't know, attractive, then give this game a try. This game is really fun. Like, I had a blast playing it. I still have a blast playing it. It is one of the most fun, relaxing MMOs that I've ever played, and I know there's a language barrier every now and then for like 80% of the game. Well, not 80, 20% of the game, I guess. 30, I don't know. I'm learning Japanese here, just so I can understand what the hell is going on and what the hell my friendlies are telling me whenever we just run into each other in a forest, you know? Learning a little by little, but I think one day I'll master it. I may look into more Japanese-based MMOs out there. I don't know if there's gonna be any English patches for that. I mean, if I end up doing pretty well in learning Japanese, I won't even need any English patches. I might make videos on those, who knows, to be completely honest. Isn't Black Desert in Japan? It's coming out to the west very soon. Anyway, now I've talked about other MMOs. If this looks interesting at all whatsoever, give this a try. I'm not even kidding you. This is actually a really fun MMO, and I had a blast playing it. I still have a blast playing it. It is fantastic. It will take you about a day, 5.5 days to download it, not because of your internet speed, but because of, you know, downloading from the server. It takes a while, but overall, it's a worthwhile while. It was definitely worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Let me know your feedback below in comments section, and I'll read it right then and there. If you'd like to give this game a try, download link in description below as well. If you like what I do here and would like to see more of these kind of reviews and maybe support me a little bit, feel free to maybe consider checking out the Patreon and maybe contribute $1 or something. You don't have to, but consider. That's all I'm asking, just consider. If you can consider, that's enough for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. My name is Tamriel. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. See ya.